Brakatah Yahweh, Brakatah Yahushai, Brakatah Yahweh, Brakatah Yahushai, Brakatah Yahweh, Brakatah Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and salutation to the elect that pushes truth in all sincerity. Sincere shalom to the hopeful elect that keeps their garments clean and does the will of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. The word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai for allowing me to do another video. The word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai for allowing me to do another video. In today's video, I'll talk about never be disenchanted with the basics. All right, so the basics, okay, of the scriptures, the basics of the scriptures, okay, the basics of the scriptures is our foundation, okay? It's our foundation, and you should never, okay, steer away from that, you know? The basics of the scriptures, okay, is what's going to keep you steady, okay? You know? And the basics of the scriptures, they specifically, okay, basically, that's the main thing that you need, okay, all right, to be what? To be delivered, okay? You specifically, all right, you know, worrying about, basically you trying to get so many breakdowns, okay, that's a good thing. We're supposed to be abounding. The scripture says that we're not supposed to be at one level, you know, that we're supposed to be abounding, okay? But specifically, all right, the basics, they will keep you what? They'll keep you grounded, okay? And the basics, that's what you need to get deliverance, okay? All right? We're not gathering wisdom just for fun, okay? We're not gathering all this wisdom just so that we can say, oh, I'm super wise, or you're trying to impress a girl, okay? Or you know, we're not doing that for that, you see? The reason why we're gathering wisdom, okay? The reason why we are gathering wisdom is so that we can be able, okay, to be delivered, okay? We want to be delivered, okay? We want Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, okay, to save us, you know? This is the reason why, okay, we're gathering this wisdom and we're following in these ways, okay, so that we can be, you know, receive salvation, okay? You see? And the basics is how you're going to receive salvation. Now, like I said, you are supposed to grow, okay? But the basics is how you're going to receive salvation, okay? So, all right, so let's go to all right, so this is Mark 20, so Mark 12 and 30. And thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind, and with all thy strength. This is the first commandment. Okay, so you loving Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai with all your heart, all your mind, all your soul, all your strength. Okay, that specifically, okay, you know, loving the Lord. How do we get close to the Lord? Okay, we get close to the Lord, obviously, by his word. Okay, by doing his what? Law, statutes, and commandments. Okay, you know, that's how we get close to him. That's how we love him. Okay, and if we love him, okay, and we're obviously doing what he wants us to do, okay, that means obviously we have that true faith, and Yahweh Shai, he's going to love us as well. Okay, the scripture says what? That if you keep the commandments, okay, that you shall what? Get wisdom. And the scripture says that he that getteth wisdom, know that the Lord, okay, roughly paraphrasing, the Lord loves none but him that dwelleth with wisdom, okay? So if you, all right, are doing the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shai, okay, and you're getting that wisdom, okay, and you're doing that right thing, you're getting that wisdom, then you're going to be in love with the Lord's way, okay, and the Lord's ways, okay, You be in love with all of it. Okay, you gotta love the Lord. Okay, and be in love with His ways and His basics. Okay, you're gonna be in love with them. So for you just to say, "Oh man, I like the basics, but you know, I you're in that spirit of you always want to get a new breakdown, new breakdown, new breakdown." Okay, you don't want to be in that spirit like that. Okay, you see, you don't want to be in that spirit of just like, okay, just trying to get a new breakdown, trying to get a new breakdown, where you just get disenchanted with basics. You don't want to be like that. Okay, you see, and like I said, this what the scripture says. The scripture says that what we are supposed to be growing and abounding. Okay, you don't just stay at one level, but you don't just stay at one level. Okay, but you are supposed to continuously be in love. Okay, with the simple stuff. Okay, the milk scriptures. Okay, for you not to be in love with the milk scriptures. Okay, you know, that's you literally not loving a part of the Lord. Okay, that's you literally not loving a part of the Word. Okay, and you have to love all the Lord completely. Okay, with all your heart. You know, with all your heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind. Okay, so you're supposed to love the Lord completely. Okay, and you just loving part of Him. That's not right. You see, that's not right. Now the basics, okay, the basics, all right. Like I said, that's your foundation, and you continuously being in love with that foundation, okay, that's gonna keep you sturdy. Because if you are not in love with that foundation, okay, if you're not in love with that foundation, that can flat out mess you up, okay, where you specifically, all right, where specifically then you start, forgetting and not caring, okay? You start not caring about the basics, okay? You just say, oh, well, whatever, it's not a big deal, okay? And then you just get disenchanted with, you just learn new thing, you just learn new thing, then you forget, learn new thing, then you forget, learn new thing, then you forget, okay? Just because you just want to keep learning and learning and learning, okay? You don't want to be a spirit like that, okay? Because in the kingdom, all right, we're gonna, in the kingdom, we are going to always be talking about destruction of Great Babylon. Okay, we're always going to be talking about destruction of Great Babylon. Saying that America's will be destroyed with thermonuclear fire. Saying that never gets old, and that'll never ever get old. Okay, saying that that never gets old. Okay, because in the kingdom we're going to continuously be saying that. Okay, in the kingdom we're continuously, we'll continuously be saying, all right, and talking about how America is going to be, how America got destroyed with thermonuclear fire. Okay, in the kingdom we're going to continuously be saying that, continuously be talking about that. This, okay, so specifically, that's not an old thing. So if we're gonna be talking about in the kingdom, you think that all of a sudden now it's you think it's old, okay? Because because when we're in the kingdom, we're gonna be hype talking about it, okay? In the kingdom, we're gonna be hype, okay, talking about the destruction, all right, of Great Babylon. And when we're in the kingdom talking about destruction, great Babylon, we're not going to ever, it's never going to get old. Okay, it's never going to get old to us. It's not going to be ever old. Okay? You see? This is 1 Peter 1:25. For the word of the Lord endureth forever, and this is the word which by the gospel is preached unto you. So the reason why I said this is because it says, but the word of the Lord endure forever. Okay, so the words, okay, of Yahweh Shem Shai, they endure forever. And them enduring forever, okay, they never get old. Okay, it's always a new thing. Okay, they never get old. Okay, they're always living waters. The scripture says that they're living waters. Okay, the scripture says that they're living waters. Okay, they're it never gets old. Okay, endures forever. Okay, so the basics. Okay, America's be destroyed with thermonuclear fire. You know, the basics. Esau Edom, okay, is a so-called white man. He's a devil that the Bible speaks of, and then he's going to slavery. Okay, these other nations, okay, that they are going to these other nations, they're going to serve us, okay, and they're going to be our slaves, okay. That never gets old, okay. That never gets old. You see, that's not an old thing, okay, and that endures forever, okay. That endures forever, you know. So never ever get disenchanted by this, okay? Because like I said, in the kingdom, we're gonna be saying that. We're gonna continuously be saying that. We're continuously be saying. We're gonna be talking about how America was destroyed through nuclear fire. We're gonna keep saying that. You see? You know? So don't get disenchanted by the word. This is Isaiah 33:6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The word of the Lord is his treasure. Okay? So scripture says what? Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. Okay? So in what times? In the times of great destruction. Okay, in the times of great destruction, great famine, okay? Great pestilence, okay? That's specifically the time of when that's specifically the time where wisdom and knowledge could be our stability. Now, wisdom and knowledge are stability right now, okay? But it's going to be our stability, okay, in the times of Jacob's trouble, okay, in the times of great calamity. You see, in those specific times, okay, you know, that's where wisdom and knowledge are going to keep us, okay? You see, all different things that we have been learning, okay, they are specifically going to increase us and keep us steady to where we will know exactly what to do, okay? And the Yahweh Shem Shai is going to have us to be safe because we have wisdom and knowledge, okay, you know, of these scriptures that we've been building up, okay, for all these years, you see, you know? And we got this knowledge from who? From, obviously, first and foremost, Yahweh Shem Shai, okay? But we got this knowledge from the apostles, okay, of GMS, you know? You see? So this truth, okay, this truth is our stability, okay? And like I said, through the Spirit, okay, the truth and its basics, that's what you need for salvation, okay? It's not like you're going to need all these different breakdowns for salvation. You know what I'm saying? That's not the case, okay? You know, that's not the case, okay? The basics, okay, is what we need for salvation, okay? And wisdom and knowledge is our stability, okay? So that means the basics is the basics, that's all we need for stability, okay? You know? Okay, because Israel's not going to be saved off of, because most of Israel is not going to be super deep, okay? Most of Israel is not super deep. It's the 144, the prophets that are really deep with a lot of breakdowns, you know? Okay? The rest of Israel that's getting saved, they're not super deep, but they're going to be saved, okay? You know? So it's not about being super deep. It's not about, getting so many breakdowns like that, okay? Because like I said, there's a spirit, okay? Where basically a demon, where you just want to just keep getting new stuff, and then you don't really appreciate the basics. Okay, you have to appreciate the basics. You see? Okay, this is Isaiah 28:9. Whom shall he teach knowledge, and whom shall he make to understand doctrine? Them that are weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast. Okay? So you're going to be able to understand the doctrine, okay? You're going to be able to get that knowledge, okay? When you're weaned from the milk, okay, and drawn from the breast, and the milk is what? The basics, okay? So you're going to have a good understanding, okay? You have be built up. You're going to have a good foundation in the knowledge from the milk, okay? From the milk. But it says when you're weaned from the milk, because obviously when you're weaned from the milk, okay, then you get to the meat, which is the more harder things, okay? But it says, so when you got that good foundation, when you got that milk, okay, that's the understanding, okay? That's that knowledge, okay? And most of Israel is going to be, okay, it's not going to be super deep. That's just that plain. You see? That's how it always been. It always been like that where it was just the prophets, okay, were obviously the top. It's always been like that. That wisdom, okay, and the rest of Israel has to go to, okay, the prophets to get, okay, that wisdom, okay, because scriptures talk about the prophets are the mouthpiece of the Lord, okay. So the milk, okay, is a good foundation, okay. So if you just start not caring about your foundation, that means, hey, you could be unstable, okay. You don't want to be unstable, okay. And you can be disenchanted, okay, because the big thing, what's the big things that we usually talk about? We're usually talking about, okay, obviously we get into deep topics, but we really keep it simple. We just talk about the basics, the basics, okay? Just going to the basics, okay? Just going to the prophecies, you see? Just going into the prophecies, talk about the basics, okay? So don't be disenchanted by the basics, okay? Because it's your foundation, and it specifically, okay, is what, all right, keeps you rooted. Is that not how you got into the faith? Okay, you're hearing all the beautiful basics, the basic breakdowns. Okay, that's how you got into the faith. You see, So I hope this lesson was edifying, and shalom.